Hey everyone, Tendra here. This week we had the World Quest bonus event going, and I normally pick these up on just about every character I log in on, because I never know if I'm going to finish it or not, and I normally get it finished on a few characters anyways. Besides that, I've been working really hard to gear out my characters. I'm just trying to put them in veteran gear, which is the LFR gear, and I normally go over to the Emerald Dream and do the repeatable quests over there. Each of them will reward you one piece of veteran gear, and being I have so many alts, rating on all of them just doesn't seem feasible. So at the start of this week, I had 36 characters that I needed to finish gearing up. And I didn't do spectacular this week, but I did finish up 2 more characters. I finished one of my Orc Warriors, and then I finished my Draktyr Evoker. So that left me with just 34 more characters to gear up with this method. I also spent a bunch of time over at the Big Dig, and I figured just one more week and I'll be finished over there. The primary item I wanted to collect this week was the Historian set, and since I had gotten the mount last week from here, I figured I could save all the currency I had earned and use it towards the Historian set this week. So with that done, I can concentrate on all the other items now. And I won't have to come back here and work on this at a later point, because I decide there's something else I want out of here. And besides doing all that, I did make it into my weekly farms. So let's check them out and see how I did. First up, I went after the Scythe of the Unmaker. This drops in Mythic and Taurus the Burning Throne off of Argus the Unmaker. So like normal, I made sure I was set to Mythic and I headed over there. I worked my way back to Argus and I took him down. That gave me attempt to number 94 on the Scythe, but I didn't see it drop again this week. So I'll be back here next week and keep my fingers crossed that I see it then. Now I went after my first mount, the Hellfire Infernal. Because I'm after the red version, this drops in Mythic Nighthold. So again, I made sure I was set to Mythic, and I headed over there. Worked my way back to Gul'dan, took him down, and got attempt number 86 on the mount. I didn't see it drop again this week, so maybe next week I'll have a little more luck. The next mount I went after was Mimiron's head, but on the way up to Aldwar, I always look for the time-lost Proto-Drake. I see a couple people sitting out there camping him every once in a while, but I never see him. Once I'm done checking for him, I head in, and I work my way back to Yogg-Saron. I make pretty quick work of him, and I get my attempt on the mount. I don't see it drop again this week, so I'll have to come back here next week. Next on my list was G.M.O.D. For this I normally just find a group in Group Finder, because he's a little tough to solo, but once I have a group, we head in and take out High Tinkerer Mechatork. This week I got attempt to number 23 on this mount. I haven't seen him drop in a couple weeks. Hopefully I'm the next one to get one. The last normal farm I did was for the Glacial TideStorm. This drops off of Jaina Proudmoore in the Battle for Desire Lore. And again, I have to find a group to do this, so I normally just find one in Group Finder. After this week's kill, I got attempt number 21 on the mount, but I still didn't see it drop, and I don't think I've ever seen this one drop, so it might be a long farm for this. My final mount farm of the week is for the Mechagon Peacekeeper. This drops out of Operation Mechagon, but this one I'm doing a little bit different. This one I'm doing as a multi-character farm, and if you're not sure what that means, it's where I take 13 characters every week to the same instance or dungeon, till I see the item or mount I'm looking for drop. So let's take a look and see how I did this week.
You will pay for this! You will pay for this!
Well, there we go. 176 attempts, and still no mount. On the plus side, this is pretty quick to do. You can skip most of the trash in here. And with the travel time, this only takes about 15 minutes. So I'll just have to keep plugging away at this, and hopefully I see it pretty soon. Now, even though I didn't have any luck on my farms this week, I did still manage to get a new mount, and I probably should have had this one a while ago. It's the Ochre Dreamtalon. For this mount, you'll have to go over to the Emerald Dream. This is a multi-part quest that you'll get off Professor Ash, located at 4867, and each part of the quest will have a 4 or 5 day cooldown. I personally kept forgetting that I had done the quest, and then it would take me a week or two to remember to go pick the next part up. So this mount came in a lot later than it should have. But as you can see, it's not really a special mount. It's just a recolor of all the other Dreamtalons. So if you haven't did it, it's a pretty easy one to get, and if you check it out on Wowhead, they'll give you a walkthrough for every quest. And just in case you're wondering this week, the set I'm wearing is the Garb of the Pure Spirit. This comes in 4 variations, and each one comes from a different source. The first variation is from the Renowned Quartermaster. This is sold from your Quartermaster that's located in the heart of the forest, and it'll run you 10,000 anima. The only requirement is you're going to have level 60 Renowned. The next set is from Cortia, and the way you get this is as you're doing the dailies, you have a chance that one or more of the dailies may offer you a piece of gear. It can be a repeated piece of gear sometimes, and it's been a while since I did this, but if I remember correctly, it didn't repeat all that often. The next set is from Death's Advance. This is sold right over in Cortia by the Death's Advance Quartermaster. This is going to require that you're exalted and you have a Renowned level 60. The price on this will be 6,000 Stygia. And the final one is from your Renowned. This you should automatically get as soon as you hit Renowned level 60. If you don't have these, they're kinda nice looking, and they don't take too long to do. So if you just invest a little time and effort into them, you can get all 4 of them. But hey, if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. You can click on subscribe. Thanks for coming by and watching it. I'm gonna send a hi out to my best friend, and you all take care.